Come here, baby girl. That's it. Not lying over my knee again this time. But come and sit on me. You know where you belong. Yeah, just like that. Straddle my lap. Let your knees fall either side of mine and sink into me. Your chest parallel to mine. That's it. Your breathing aligned with mine. Your cheek tucked just beneath my chin. Okay? Soften your hands. Release your shoulders. Let the muscles stop pretending they're not afraid. Release that tension. Good girl. That's better. Let me hold all the weight of you. You don't have to hide the fear anymore. Not here with me. Here's a new lesson I'm going to teach you tonight. A truth that so many never learn. That fear isn't failure. Fear is a signal that something sacred is about to be touched. And you, my baby girl, you've been trembling, haven't you, ever since you first felt it? And I think you know the many levels of fearful feelings, both bad and intensely sexual. Now, before I walk you through the fears that hide inside your submission, I want to show you something that most people could never even comprehend. Fear isn't just one feeling. It's a spectrum, a rising tide, a shifting wind of emotions. And if you can learn to name that fearful feeling of the moment, to sense where you are on that map, then you can navigate through it instead of being swallowed by it. Let me show you, baby girl, the 5 shadows of fear I see within you, my baby girl. The levels of fear and excitement, dread and anticipation that ooze from you when you sit before me like this, waiting my teaching and discipline. So let's find out where you are on this spectrum of fear, shall we? As I discuss with you fear and give you 10 very significant examples where I see you are subject to fear, I want you to check the levels you are at in each moment. For example, level 1. The glow beneath your skin in the early stages of fear. This is where fear flirts with curiosity. It's a goosebump on your thigh, a cool breeze across your chest, maybe when I speak low and close to your ear. Your breath shortened, not from panic, from anticipation, from wondering what comes next. This is the fear that comes just before the kiss. When I say your name in that voice. Feel it now? Baby girl? When you reach for my hand in public, and you know no one else can understand what you're asking for. It's not just holding hands, but connected in submission, secretly holding with a fear of being seen in your real world. It's a nervous shimmer, not a scream, a flutter, not a freeze. And it tells me you're awake, you're alive, you're beginning. Listening. You understand this little feeling, don't you, baby girl? You feel this one so very often, don't you? The second level of feeling of fear just takes it up a tiny bit. The tingle of tension in your limbs. The next feeling of fear when the body tightens, your legs draw in, your fingers clench the fabric beneath you. Your shoulders raise instinctively trying to shield your heart. But you still trust me. But something's shifting inside. This is the fear that comes when I give you a task you've never done. When I blindfold you. When I tell you not to speak, not to move, not to resist. When you're not sure if you'll pass the test. There's not panic, but it's no longer play either, is it? You need reassurance. You need my tone steady. You need the hand on your back to stay there, to ease the fear. And that's what I do, isn't it, baby girl? Because I know where you are now when you're feeling this. You know this feeling deeply, don't you, baby girl? You feel this so often, even as I'm describing it to you now. You're feeling it, aren't you, baby girl? It's a more significant, everyday feeling of fear, isn't it? And sometimes that escalates to a mid-range on the spectrum, level 3 kind of fear. The earthquake in your belly. Now, it's not just goosebumps and tensions or flighting thoughts of wondering. Your stomach churns. Your breath comes in short bursts. You're too alert, too hot, like you've just been told a secret you weren't ready for. You start looking for exits, even just in your mind. Maybe you disassociate, maybe you freeze, maybe you start to bargain. Maybe your panties are soaked, but you don't notice. This is the fear that comes when I say something that cuts through the mask you wear in your real world. When I tell you, I see the part of you no one is supposed to see. The broken part, the guilty part, the craving, or so you believe. And instead of pulling away, I press in. I press deep into you. Deep, 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 deep inside you. And that's when the fear flares. Because now it's real, isn't it, baby girl? You know this feeling deeply, don't you, my princess? You feel this so often. And you can feel it now, can't you? Even as I'm describing it to you. Deep within. Level 3. The earthquake in your belly. It's a very significant bridge of fear. The bridge between physical feeling and the intensity of thoughts where fear is involved. Which takes us to level 4, the spiraling of the mind, the spiraling within the mind when fear arises. And this is where your world starts spinning. You can't think. Your thoughts scatter like papers in the wind. Nothing makes sense except the voices in your head screaming, "This is too much." You may start to cry without knowing why. You may feel shame or rage, confusion. This level of fear often shows up when you're asked to submit in ways you never let yourself feel before. To be truly helpless in your submission. To trust completely. To give full ownership. To open your body or your mind or your mouth or your legs and let go of the filter. You know this feeling deeply, don't you, baby girl? You feel this so often, and you're feeling it now, are you? Between your legs? In your mind, is your head spinning? Is your mind sending messages from head to toe at the speed of cars on a racing track? You're not just afraid of what's being done in this instance. You're afraid of what it means. And that's why I slow down here. why I pull you further into my chest, straddling my knee, why I speak softer than ever. Because this is deeply intense and it infects your emotions and thoughts. Because at this level, my job as your daddy and master isn't to test you. It's to hold you until you remember you're safe. You know this feeling, baby, don't you, girl? It's deeply, deeply, deeply drawn within you. And you feel this so often. You understand this intensity and how we can take it into a more sexually positive energy just from this point of thought. And finally, on the feelings of fear, level 5. This is the worst one, baby girl. The quiet terror. Not because it's loud, but because of its silence. No breath, no voice, no movement. Your brain locks. Your stomach knots. You feel sick, but frozen. This fear shows up when old trauma is triggered. When something in your present echoes something from your past. And your body forgets it's not back there again. Maybe it happens after punishment, after restraint, after a moment that was meant to be intense, but became too much too fast. And if that ever happens here, you don't have to push through it. You don't have to pretend. Just be the real you. Look up at me, in my eyes. Say your word. Cry if you need to, and I will be there. Not to dominate, but to anchor. Because this level of fear is sacred, and it deserves more than control. It deserves care. Let Daddy do the thinking and acting and feeling. Okay, baby girl? So that's the feelings spectrum, those 5 levels. And as I take you through fear, one by one, the 10 fears that live inside you, your submission, and the 10 reasons they will never ruin you, but grow you, if you do as Daddy says. Think about those 5 feelings, and with each of these 10 lessons, just wonder to yourself, how do they make you feel on that scale? Okay? And just remember, fear is a big, big subject. But you're with Daddy, you're safe. Let your mind follow my voice and my words. Sit facing me on my knee, close pressed into me, and breathe in through your nose. That's it. Breathe in this magic moment we have. And then out through your mouth, breathe out everything else that we don't need right now. And let's think about some situations of fear and see how you connect with each of these and how they bring you closer in your submission and connection to Daddy. Okay, baby girl? You ready? Number 1. I know you understand this, that you're afraid of how much you want this with me, what we do secretly. There's a fear attached to that. You didn't expect it to pull you this deeply in. You thought you could dabble, dip your toes, play pretend at being Daddy's girl. But then came the ache in your stomach, the heat between your legs, the fantasy dreams that wouldn't stop replaying. And now you're here, heart pounding on my lap, terrified by the depth of your own desire. You know that, don't you? Did you get a cloak of anxiety on your shoulders then, thinking about it? You're afraid of what it means to want this so much, to need discipline, command, ownership, more than anything else. More than you want approval, more than you want comfort. But, baby girl, wanting something deeply doesn't make you broken. It makes you awake. Desire isn't a danger to fear. It's a doorway to embrace. You just need someone strong enough to hold the door open for you and pull you through. And I will, always. When fear rises in these situations, hand it over to Daddy. Okay, baby girl? Let me deal with it. And that morphs into the second one. The fear that I'll leave. Because you're scared I'll leave and you'll never feel this again. Because you've known abandonment, haven't you? You can feel that as I say the word, can't you? People walking away, breaking promises, forgetting your needs. So now, even as I hold you on my knee, even as I whisper in your ear, there's a voice inside you trying to whisper louder. What if he stops? What if this disappears? And you cling harder because you're scared to fall. You give more because you're scared I'll forget you. But let me say this clearly so it sinks deep into your fearful nervous system. Daddy doesn't leave what he owns. And I own this connection. I own you. I have much to teach you, hugs to give you. Your need, your ache, your little voice. All of it belongs to me now, baby girl. See? See how much better that feels than the first fear with my first word? So, relax, baby girl. No one's going anywhere. Look at me. See deep into my eyes. Feel my eyes and ownership. Very deep into your eyes and soul, baby girl. Feel me deep inside you right now. Okay? And feel how good that feels compared to the fear of not having it. Okay? Good girl. You choose the good feeling. Always choose the good feeling. Now, number 3. Something that often occurs in your everyday life. I know it does. That you're afraid someone will find out. Because you're so good at hiding it, baby girl. You wear your everyday cloak and smile. Perfect girl next door. Partner, sister, friend, wife, mummy. Everything, baby girl. You kiss everyone goodbye. Make sure their worlds are neat and tidy. Pack the school lunches, lead the meeting, help your friends. And then you sneak away to me. Here. To this. Secret, dark thoughts. Bring you to your master and daddy. You can feel that now as I say it out loud, can't you? You imagine what would happen if they knew. If your lover or husband saw your text history. If your friend caught the bruise on your bum. If someone read that one line that you wrote and understood it too well. If they could see you now, straddled on my lap, faces close to each other, your little flower inside your panties, pressing into Daddy, searching for something firm to connect with. They would be shocked, wouldn't they, baby girl? And you can either feel fear or a giggly excitement. It's your choice. How do you feel on a scale of 1 to 5 on the feeling of fear spectrum, baby girl? This fear of being exposed. It's like a second skin. But also, you don't want to end it despite the fear of being caught. You know this, don't you, baby? That panic that can cover your whole body out of nowhere and in an instant. What if they caught you right now with no excuse to offer? Caught, red-handed, red bum showing. Well, let me tell you a secret. Secrets aren't always shameful. They don't have to be. Some are sacred, some are ours and no one else's concern. And those who judge, well, they wouldn't survive a day with the intensity you carry. They could never feel or understand or contemplate the depth and desire that you do. And you even ask for more, don't you, baby girl? So, no, baby. You're not hiding. You're protecting. And this part of you is mine to guard. How does that feel, baby? You recognize all these feelings and thoughts, don't you? You understand Daddy wants you to notice all these feelings and thoughts. So, we know how to make you feel next, in the next moment. And that's growth and training, isn't it, baby girl? Good girl. But that brings it into a slightly different stratosphere. Number 4. Where you have a fear that you're afraid you're not good enough for Daddy. You're not playing the role well enough. You try so hard to be the perfect submissive, to say the right thing, to please, to impress, to perform. But underneath it all is that worry, that fear. What if I'm too much? What if I'm not enough? What if I don't understand? What if I'm not doing it right? Well, baby, let Daddy make this simple. You don't have to earn this. You don't have to perform for love. You don't have to do anything to be worthy of being seen and cherished and shaped. You, as you are, shaking and unsure, are mine anyway. Breathe that in. Take that breath deeply in with that thought. I don't need you perfect. I need you here. Open and here. And you're doing everything a good little submissive girl should do for her daddy and master. Okay? Because I tell you that all the time, don't I? And that feels very nice, doesn't it, baby girl? That's not on the spectrum of 1 to 5 levels, is it? Because we've turned the fear into a nice feeling. When you tell Daddy you're scared, you're not doing it right, but Daddy holds you like this, facing me on my knee, your little legs open, my hand feeling the gentle warmth of your excited little flower as we look each other deep in our eyes, telling you what a very, very good girl you are. And it feels nice, doesn't it, baby? My voice, my hand, say, yes, Daddy. Go on. Say, yes, Daddy. It feels very nice. Good girl. Say it again. Yes, Daddy. It feels very nice. Good girl. And that takes us on to number 5. When you have a fear, you're afraid of what I'll do to you. Now, you already know that everything I do to you is to train and protect you, don't you? Everything I own, I want the very best for, to look after. And I own you. Okay? But I understand the different aspect to being fearful of what I'll do. When it's the not knowing, isn't it? What the next command will be. What punishment awaits. What request will push you further than you've ever gone before. Now you fantasize about this, and then you fear it, don't you? You fantasize about the punishment, and then you fear it happening. You tremble before I even touch you. But baby girl, that fear, that's your body recognizing truth, isn't it? Recognizing submission and connection. Fear is the fire around the thing you most need to feel. Whatever it is you need, it's the fear that sets the need on fire, that burns the need and brands you with it. And I will never give you what you can't take, but I will take you past what you think you can take. That's my job. And your fear means you're ready. Okay? Over my knee, panties down, waiting and waiting. A few moments feels like a lifetime, doesn't it, baby girl? The fear of my hand striking your exposed and vulnerable bare bum when, out of nowhere, unexpected, I spank you. You know pain is coming. You want pain to come. But it's the waiting, isn't it? The fear of the wait. The excitement and the arousal of knowing it's on its way and you need it and you want it. You can feel, baby girl, you can feel that feeling right now, can't you? That you need and you want that fearful feeling before Daddy's punishment. And Daddy spanks you and spanks you. And Daddy spanks, spanks, spanks your bare, submissive little bum. Very good girl. You understand more than you know when Daddy shows you the emotions and the feelings that exist and should be nurtured to a level we enjoy them. All that fear and waiting resulting in the most explosive of pleasures. Okay? You understand that, baby girl? Look at me. You see your breath racing, wanting a spanking, aren't you? Yes, Daddy? Say, yes, Daddy, but I understand. It's a very important point. Number 5 of fear. And that takes you up and down 5 scales on the spectrum of fearful feelings. And it takes you into number 6 very nicely, because you're afraid that you'll actually like the pain. We're quite close to home with this one, aren't we, baby girl? You like the pain? You like the punishment? You like the discipline? You thought the pain would stop you, didn't you? You thought that would be your limit, the place where you'd say, enough, stop, I can't take this anymore. But instead, the first slap awakened something within you, didn't it? The second made a moan from deep within your throat that you weren't expecting. The third made your body, mind and soul open up like the heavens when they spew out the most torrential of rain. And that terrified you, didn't it? You feel the soreness of your bum and the tightness of your chest. That's a fearful feeling. Maybe number 5 on the list? Because you were taught to run away from pain, to flinch, to fight, to numb. But here you are, craving the sting, addicted to the gift of pain that Daddy gives you. Not because you're broken or strange, but because pain, in the right hands at the right time, becomes precision training. It's not the pain that frightens you. It's what the pleasure in that pain reveals. Because it revealed you wanted more. After the spanking, you wanted more spanking. Then, you wanted the slipper. Then, you wanted the belt. Then, you wanted something I haven't even given you yet. But I will, when you're ready. But I already know these feelings and urges you have and the anticipation of what is to come. I already know, and I sense from you as you grow into this wonderful, submissive little baby girl for me. I know that you trust Daddy has a lot more for you when the time is right for you, baby girl. And I take great pleasure in this part of you. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of what you can and can't do or where you want to go. So you don't have to be either. Just enjoy it, baby. Go with this flow I am drawing from deep within you. Open up your heart and soul and mind and your legs for me, baby girl. Open it all for Daddy. Okay, and let's see where this takes us. Maybe to point 7, that you're afraid and fearful that you will lose control. Because you spend every day, all day, in your real world, trying to hold everything together. The schedules, the forced smiles, the emotions that no one else can handle. But when you're here with me, when you kneel before me, when I touch your neck, when I press you open and whisper, "Good girl," in that voice I use just for you. Something begins to fall deep within inside you, doesn't it? Your whole structure collapses, your control melts, your identity rearranges. And then fear rushes in, all around you. Because what if you can't put it all back together after? What if Daddy has melted you for good now, and you can't go back to that real world? What if you have handed all your control and submission to Daddy, and the real world just doesn't work for you anymore? You don't recognize that life anymore. Or what if you just simply don't want that life anymore? That doesn't fulfill you. It's just an autopilot of existence. Well, look, baby, here's what you need to know. You don't have to worry about all of that. This is what Daddy does. That's why I'm here. When you submit fully and give Daddy control to guide you and protect you, then you get the answers to any questions that are created from this transfer of real mundane living to a secret chamber of erotic fantasy with Daddy. Daddy is here to hold the structure that matters for you, to carry what you don't want to carry anymore. And you're not weak for needing that. You don't have to fear wanting that. You're wise because you understand all of that, baby girl. A very, very wise girl, knowing what she wants and how to get it. Breathe that beautiful feeling deep within you now, you clever, clever girl. Take it in, that thought. Remove those horrible, fearful feelings over that. Breathe in that beautiful, beautiful awareness, baby girl. How good does that feel? How good does that feel? Good girl. You don't need to be afraid of that. And you don't need to fear number 8. That this means something to you. Don't be scared of that. Don't feel the fear of having something so intense inside you, so meaningful. People spend their whole lives searching for purpose and meaning. You have it there at the click of her fingers, at the blink of an eye, at a heartbeat. Don't be afraid that what you feel and think is strange, that you're twisted, that you're perverse, that something's wrong in your wiring. Know what I mean? Like questioning yourself, knowing that if they knew, they would mock you or scold you, not understand. You know the overwhelming fear that creates on your shoulders and chest and the pit of your tummy from fear of what this means to you. You've whispered it in your own head 1,000 times. Why does this turn me on? What kind of a girl wants this? What am I doing? This can't be right. This isn't normal. But baby girl, listen to me. It's not your job to explain yourself. It's not your job to fill the holes in other people's emptiness. Let's imprint this on your soul, that your submission is not a flaw. Your desires aren't a pathology. Your hunger is not evidence of a wound. You feel deeply. You want completely. You trust fully. How good does that feel? Let that good feeling of love and beauty and comfort erase any nervous energy of doubt or fear. You see what I'm doing, baby girl? That fear that something isn't right should be turned into a beautiful, beautiful energy and feeling of comfort and joy. You see how we're turning these fearful, horrible feelings into powerful, energetic feelings. You're not broken, it's beautiful. And I'm going to keep reminding you until you believe it. That's Daddy's job, baby girl. And you can see how we're leaving that spectrum of fear, can't you? Those 5 horrible little feelings: anxiety, doubt, fear, worries, overwhelm, nerve. And we're turning them into a beautiful feeling that submission to Daddy and Master gives you. Because I'm very, very aware, point 9, that you fear and you're afraid of who you will become. Because you can feel that change already, can't you? The more we spend time together, you feel you're changing. The way you dress, the way you dream, the way your body responds to my voice, my words, the craving for something other than what you already knew. You're not the same girl who first arrived here. You're unfolding, becoming something softer yet stronger, more magnetic to this way of life. And change always comes with fear, because with every new layer of self that emerges, an old one must fall away. But I'm watching you, baby girl, with every step, guiding every breath and step forward. You're not losing yourself. You're not losing any part of yourself. You're becoming yourself. And I love this new princess that you're becoming. You know that your full submission is the life that you have chosen here. Giving yourself is the glow you are chasing. That's the feeling you're addicted to. Daddy and baby girl feelings. And that brings us to number 10, the last one. The fear that you'll never be able to stop this. That's the fear that hides behind and under and around all the others. That once you open the door, you won't be able to close it. That you'll always want this. That no man will ever compare. That no touch will satisfy like Daddy's. That no words or wisdom or teaching or discipline or punishment will ever be enough. Fear you'll never be able to stop the desire to be owned, that you are owned. Even when I'm not in the room, you're afraid you'll need it, that you'll depend on it, that this life of service, surrender, obedience will become your oxygen. And maybe it will. But sweetheart, is that really something to fear? Or is it the first honest desire you've ever admitted to yourself? There are worse things to need than a man who truly sees you, commands you, teaches you, holds you, and brings you right back to your authentic self, again and again. I won't let it stop. if we don't let it. Okay? This will never run out of places to grow and enjoy, because Daddy will make sure he always creates a new place and feeling and thought and desire and need and treasure and depth for you to fall into with him. You have a Daddy and Master that is eternal in creativity and care for you, and you should never fear an end. You should never fear at all. Okay? Good girl. Now, let's relax a little bit. Breathe all these lovely, amazing, energetic feelings and teachings and words into your body deep inside. And just get a sense of where you are now. What are your feelings now, baby girl? Think about each of the 10 moments of fear and how they gripped you, and then how we eased you. Which of the 5 levels of emotions do you feel through this? Level 1, just a little glow and a hum, or something deeper, something louder? Level 5, the quiet terror, or something in between? Whatever level they put you in, I want you to know something. Your fear doesn't scare me, and it should energize you. Your fear is just another door I've learned to walk through with you, to take your hand and pull you back into the chamber with me. Okay. Close your eyes, baby. Close your eyes. Let me carry the fear for a while. Good girl. Let it all sink in. Your fear is not the enemy. Your fear is the threshold. And with my voice in your ear, with your body safe on my lap, you will walk through every one of those fears and come out clean. My girl, let your head rest on my chest now, your breath matching mine. Let your tension melt and the calm begin. You don't have to fix it. There's nothing to fix. You don't have to explain it. There's nothing to explain. You don't have to fear it. There's nothing to fear. You just have to feel this magic with me. Because there is no safer place to be when you're afraid than with the man who owns your fear. Rest now, baby girl. Sleep now. I'll be here when you wake up. All those bad energies deleted. Good girl. Very good girl for Daddy. Very proud of you. Just be you, my darling.